I tell you.
We know how good the team can be, but that's a fact.
Oh, what? I hope I will not bear G. I do. Out there. Oh, I'm gonna see. I'll show you now. And I'm not in there. You want to see them? Con thì đồ trà luôn. Versus nó bên này đâu bỏ. Nè, để phô nó ra. Cha đây nào, tình hình đi chơi à. Nó đâu có sai à. Ê, hold on, no. Trên này đi, trên cái đồ mà. Ôi, gì mà. Cái bó còn bỏ lâu rồi. Chỉ là lên biển, đấy là nó còn lại. Còn. Rồi,比賽個咁樣嚟咯。比賽唔得喎，比賽會虧咁樣嘅，有兩年多啦。好啲，本來拿我多嘛，你講啦，講啦嘛，發現我話都掛啦。Smoke the flat 呢，那可不會這樣。Top 啲嘛，有啲呢個。top 啲啊。講，你有。Flat 可會整啊？對吧嘛 ，flat 都會整嘅。對吧 easy round。哦，test。KU 嘛。That's what was gone. Ni có là quậy. Chơi. 9နှစ်လောက်6နှစ်လောက်7နှစ်လောက်3လောက်4နှစ်လောက်ဒီလိုပါပြည့်ပဲဝန်စီရဲ့လိုလဲဝန်စီလည်းပြောင်းSame no. Tùy vào đi, tùy vào đi. Uff. Có là match ball. Chặt chẽ vào, nghe ngồi trong cái bầu này, Nico. Nào, rồi 2 versus 1. PARIVISION gone. Not 10. Turning your way, you got it to go. Look at come on. Frazzle. How'd you that one?
G, now so song that don't get END. When you like low sound that I'm heavy, thinking they mingo or yanchity. Ramyalo to the council like dime, Piacalo, Mari Loda. Think with them not so in Zega, pull on no when they meet her. That's another day when you don't be.
I'm just thinking for my bad thing. Yeah, left your night gone and she a bad thing. I ain't really got no blessing. Counting up your thing and be my son. Not you, I'm yes, she my dad win. Never easy me no saw me get in. Laying a quite in dead chin. I shot young, I yellow tired of me. My own baby being get easy, but I made this cool shit. Psycho 3 2, I'm yelling, yabbing, yana, dying, I ain't pure bullshit. Pig got that too lit, sending get the yago music. Cool pin and send you get. Got that kid, son and knit down wing there. Got rep this app kid, it was happening. Man, like I chain, they got me and the how I came for this. Pound and cool pin, the she, my soul, ain't on me. Me say the thing or she don't clap and drink dodgy. I read the same bone, not how we is in your G. Deal a lure, young G, tie, pushing the amount, so I think you on my life. Say me go on to Allah, maybe more bar, must be I me up. In my inside, only me out, can't lose it now, me out. Daga boy, da ha dam ho, this is not joke. Pushing move, I'm in the hole, right now, think I jam me yo. Drink, I say that, baby, me, ain't my show, baby, me, I twist it, don't cut the beat, twitchy like, oh, you don't need to use these drugs. You don't need to take these pills. I will take a marry like, and I get the shake, okay. We don't need to use these drugs. We don't need to take these pills. We just need one for this crazy. Yeah, we need one. Yeah, just one. But are we the same? Do we have a little doing yellow? Take a shanty, let dream and take a line long chori gala yaipo, little chinny fine zone of flying, get an uncle lip and kind bomb. Hope that you don't know. Do your mother jam a boy so okay, Jam, we ain't no more. Stop this shit, tryna act like bitch. You don't like this, come on, what's your life wish? It's just take your time, better, take your time, better. Use your blunt paper, start to roll, we get high, better. Chase your dream, brother. Blue run a chicken, can jala, lua mam, yala, pimpin, yama, dama boy, yap, say that jam. Me ain't the pantaji then and lokaji dema I'm so that the kema she I go right mati like kema I go to sazi taji feel them ya yung day may not dwa be lure yung ji taja passion they am ya so that they need on my life chain me go on dwa maybe more boy must be I me be my inside only me kai losing now me daga boy da ha tam ho this is not joke passion move I'm in the hole right now think I jam me yo do I say that baby me ain't my joke baby me a twist it don't cut the beat twitchy like oh we don't need to use these drugs. We don't need to take these pills. I will take a marry and I get the shake, okay. We don't need to use these drugs. We don't need to take these pills. We just need one for this crazy. Yeah, we need one. Yeah.
record နေလိုက်ကင်မရာကြည့်စစ်သလားကင်မရာကြည့်Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm not okay.
မေလိုအများဒီအလုံးလုံးခံနေရဲ့ဆွေရတဲ့ခဏစိုးတော့လောက်ချမေးမြမတ်တမ်းမြည်ဝဲဟိုတော့ကနေဟိုတော့ကညာချိုအိမ်မများတဲ့မန်းနေရဲ့စောင်းတမှုများစာပြူသလားတွေးများငါအတန်နေရဲ့မောလိုကများမေလိုကများတတိအလုံးလုံးခံနေရဲ့ဆွေရတဲ့ခဏစိုးတော့လောက်ချမေးမြမတ်တမ်းမြည်ဝဲဟိုတော့ကနေဟိုတော့ကညာချိုအိမ်မများတဲ့မန်းနေရဲ့စောင်းတမှုများစာပြူသလားတွေးများငါအတန်နေရဲ့တွန်းရတဲ့ဝေးဆုံးသက်ပြီးဟိတ်လမ်းခွဲရလွယ်လေးကြောင်းနမလေးကိုမရသေးလူစားလည်းမဖဲဟိတ်စိုးစုံများနေတဲ့ပုံမှန်ချစ်ချတဲ့လူငယ်လေးသူတိမ်တော့သဘောမချပါပုံမှန်ချစ်ချတဲ့လူငယ်လေးတွန်းရတဲ့ဝေးဆုံးသက်ပြီးဟိတ်လမ်းခွဲရလွယ်လေးကြောင်းနမလေးကိုမရသေးလူစားလည်းမဖဲစိုးစုံများနေတဲ့ပုံမှန်ချစ်ချတဲ့လူငယ်လေးသူတိမ်တော့သဘောမချပါပုံမှန်ချစ်ချတဲ့လူငယ်လေးမေလူကများတတိယလုံးလုံးခန့်နေခဲ့ဆွေရတဲ့ခဏအစိုးဆုံးလောက်ချမေးမြမတ်တမ်းမြည်ဝဲဘိုးတော်ကနေဘိုးတော်ကညာချိုအိမ်မများတဲ့မန်းနေခဲ့ဆုံးသမှုများအစာပြူသလားအတွေးများငါတက်နေခဲ့တွန်းရတဲ့ဝေးဆုံးသက်ပြီးဟိတ်လမ်းခွဲရလွယ်လေးချောင်းနမလေးဘုံမရသေးလူစားလည်းမဖဲစိုးစုံများနေတဲ့ပုံမှန်ချစ်ချတဲ့လူငယ်လေးသူတိတ်တော့သဘောမချပါပုံမှန်ချစ်ချတဲ့လူငယ်လေးမောင်လိုကများမေလူကများတတိယလုံးလုံးခန့်နေခဲ့ဆွေရတဲ့ခဏအစိုးဆုံးလောက်ချမေးမြမတ်တမ်းမြည်ဝဲဟိုတော့ကနေဟိုတော့ကညာချိုအိမ်မများတဲ့မန်းနေခဲ့ဆုံးသမှုများစာပြူသလားတွေးများငါတက်နေခဲ့ Don't worry about me ကိစ္စမရှိပါထားလိုက် let it be ကိုယ်တိုင်ပြောရွှင်အောင်မဲ့ကြိုးစားလိုက်ပါ baby ဒီတရားတွေကများတော့ငါတွေ့ရုပ်ပြီးအရင်တစ်ချိန်ကကြားတဲ့မျက်ရည်များသည်မတရားတော့ငွေဖြစ်ခန့်ချောက်သွားပြီ Don't worry about me ကိစ္စမရှိပါထားလိုက် let it be Salando polo fighting is a thing do chain do twin chick be me chain do twin pia singa da palu pick
down a vitality in an important playoff game. Felt like this one was open for them like Hong Kong. And once again they've run into a bit of a wall. It's not over till it's over. But on Dust 2, James home map.
James home map. I mean, it's controlling mid with James. It's just so frustrating because again, no one has more patience. And that door is always open. It's one of the strongest lines on any map.
Fast out middle here on the pistol. We've got a mid to be split. Nucleons will block that B site, and Kixon's fighting for his life here in the middle, able to deal a double. Weird position for Nucleons with the dual Berettas at range cut down. Kixon waits for the uncrouch. PARIVISION put that bomb in the site. They know he's on this box right now.
Anti-flash. This could cost them actually.
Turned and no trade, not tilt a little bit later, but it puts it into a 2-on-2. Kittlers not spotless either. Falcons just trying to force their way out the door. Beautiful kill out of Modesty, covering his teammate as Belchinok runs into the just headshot. He just got clotheslined.
Oh yeah, big time. 4 HP for Belchinok in there, and you think there's no way. It's the first move to essentially come in. I don't even know if they had a flash that they didn't choose to use. I don't think they actually had one. but that ended up being the right idea. Nota gave them the credit of assuming there's going to be a full retake, it's going to be telegraphable, I'm going to hug this wall, I'm going to get a 2K on the door, and instead, oh, it's just two blinders from Odyssey.
Break in the face there. You just take one step, your head's off. Still for Falcons.
Has that ever happened to anyone in real life, or is that just something that happens in the comics?
That's a good question. I thought it's what happened to Connor. Pistols out here for PARIVISION. Everyone but Belchenok. Where'd it go?
What's that? Oh, the most important part of the game right there. That and the clock.
Well, don't lose to Glock. Falcons trying to build into Dust 2. It's PARIVISION, some of the best B hits in the game right now on this map. Just the way that they fearlessly execute this site and go through the smoke and seemingly trade out every single time. We know how hard it is to retake. I feel like I've seen them in so many advantageous B post plants on this map. It's something that has to be considered here by Falcons. It's also the site where the rookie is playing, as was Kiyosuke, who was actually, I think this is one of his better positions in the B bomb site. We've seen a lot of great holds from him. So Newcons will have to put up a solid game here on the CT side.
One thing Nico can definitely fall back on this map is he is so good at controlling Cat. Playing Phil can time his HEs better than I feel like anyone else in the world.
Ah ja, så er vi ude nok, ja.
Pop out Cat. Nades used, Nico in position, and simply done here. Not a shred of damage done to the Falcons, 5 alive.
A break can do wonders, a map change can do wonders. You almost never see, like we saw Nota play unbelievably well back in Mirage. He's probably going to still have a great day, but you know that it's not simply going to be like guaranteed unless it's someone like Montecito that you'd expect them to just destroy an entire series that like Nota's going to carry 2 times in a row. Falcons have to remember to leave that one behind them. That one's done. They can't get Mirage back, but Dust 2 something they got to be excited for. And the pistols have been good for them.
No deco usage. I mean, they've been winning. They've not been ecoing. It's a nice setup on short. Weren't ready for the double crab.
I want to see that.
Well, haven't seen that one. That worked out so well. You'd think like you could be a victim of a shoulder peek, but even a shoulder right there just showed so much. Nice punish.
Well, Falcons have got some moves. They're already looking just
opened up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been doing their yoga. Not a stiff CT side of Mirage anymore. So in a 5v3 with James Orb. So he tries to fake out on this B bomb site, keeping Kixon. Kixon gets close to the smoke, so he can confirm this is just a bait right now. But do they realize the mid to B has walked out with no CT smoke? It comes down late.
And Kixan's position will only become a liability when the smoke's up if they don't have mid control.
Push instead spotted, coming from the window, read by Belchenok. He gets a brutal entry, but is it enough? It's down to Kixon alone in this B bomb site. They need this instant headshot, and they need it now. Zway provides. No smoke for this cross. You've got to battle your way into the bomb site. 30 seconds to do so. Nico just running in. Jim has the cover. This is a 2v4 building into a ridiculous fumble from the Falcons. Are they going to fly through together? Yes, they will. Missed chance. Jim, no shot out. Monacy finds them both. Random timing for the Falcons yet again works as it did in the pistol.
You'll see sometimes that works better than waiting for the plant, which could be a fake. Instead, timing when you think the bomb is about to be planted. And doing that versus James is obviously a brave thing to try, but they found it perfectly. The Goldilocks zone between where that bomb is about to get planted and the fake could come in. And obviously it's just a numbers game. If someone's got their bomb out, then it's not a 2v2, it's a 2v1.
Perfect for Falcons. No need to use utility to catch PARIVISION by surprise.
Now we got James still in spawn. There's this thing I always remember. It was a guy who was criticizing. It was Valda. He was criticizing Shroud versus Stewie when he played versus them in the same roster back on Cloud9. And he said, know, Shroud had all this great aim, but he never put pressure on the map. He never shoot behind smokes. He never push. And Valdez said to me, he's like, if I had the aim of Shroud, I'd be pushing every round. And I think that's sort of a similar thing you want to see from Falcons, that they're using their individual level to be aggressive.
And don't overthink. Overcook.
Yo,
Through the smoke, makes a push of his own, but again he gets left alone in this B bomb site. Nico just trying to fly through the smoke. Pistols power through. B-split timing is everything here, but as Kixon gets mollied out, Nota finds another banger headshot. Talk of that. Belchnok back in spawn, wasting Tess's time.
Oh, Tessus has to hunt this down. I mean, they can come in to try to kill him here. Oh, Belchnok another. And Nota with 3, the full house between those two. And Nota, unbelievable again, on 1 HP.
Money maker. This B site proving to already be priority number 1 for PARIVISION, and Nucleon's dead in the window yet again. They know what they're up against. Nico feeling desperate to push the smoke.
Oh man, look at this peak. 1 health.
Yeah.
Had to be on the dome.
And he's getting cooked in the molly anyway. I feel like even if Kixon holds his spot there, he's dead. So some close rounds, and finally PARIVISION break in. 4 long. 4 Falcons.
They did this like 3 maps in a row where they won a round with Tech 9s, and they did a 5-round streak. So they really know how to get in their opponent's head. They've done it to 2 different guys already. And we'll see if that matters for Falcons or not.
They've got Nucleon's committed at long now for a change. Nico edging out middle. Playing ahead of their smoke again. Look at the mini-map, I mean, 4 players still in tunnels.
Honestly, doesn't want to get to fallback positions this early because he doesn't have a team that can, you know, he can play around to push back for space. So that first molly, he's over on A. This is now just a full stack. They're already thinking about the next round. Here you go.
Falcons are just gambling, and well, they've rolled the dice and it's fallen off the table. Contact B play here for PARIVISION. Kicks and too little, too late. Sway checks 3 corners and still comes out with a kill.
It's the Muhammad Ali.
Left, right, good night. Falcons take a nap on that save. Look at Nota already running.
And but you know what? This is best case for Falcons, right? They're probably going to lose anyways. If it does come to them and they lose like 4 or 5 guns. So being able to recycle these, keep the op in play, that's nice. But you know what? They're actually floating quite a lot. I mean, I know it looks like they're on the hunt, but I'd be worried about giving back anything in an exit situation. But no one's ever stood here and hold this angle, so...
That's true, first time. Heat maps are empty. Surprised the PARIVISION have this much respect, but knowing there's an orb might have that effect. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
You see shots like that and you're like, not even a wall bang, eh?
Yeah.
Just perfect.
Off the screen. So the orb is saved, and a healthy attempt here for the Falcons at least, before their next buy round. So PARIVISION are still going to run into resistance here in this T side.
It's
Monacy.
If it was online, I'd be like, yeah, nice server, but that was just pixel perfect.
0 ping. Ooh, and he hit the cross shot. It's only Kixon on a pistol.
Did you know that one?
No.
Baby squirrel.
Baby squirrel.
Yeah, and he actually won a baby chicken plushie from the Mike's Bonanza wheel.
He seemed thrilled.
Gonna
tell me PARIVISION are gonna hit the B bomb site?
There's 2 halves of the map. Don't tell them.
On overpass, there's not.
Yeah, true.
Connector and B.
So Tessus has a good gun. He's in the back of the site, but no counter utility to stop this.
How does Kixon do anything in this position? He's gonna get pre-fired. There it is.
Oh, he's on the burst.
Nico shooting the wrong gun. Triple. That's all he's got. Maybe he'll have to provide it. Burn out of position. Retake consideration here for the Falcons. It's a very deep smoke.
Yeah. He's gonna get vision.
High, yeah. Maybe on the car he could see someone, but which way does that go? Nico burns again. And yeah, we saw
the burst fire. Wow, there are 2 buttons on his gun, Dan.
the wrong one. Zelo, headshot angle, waiting for that flash, and it does land, but so does his spray. Nico, that's more than 3 shots, but it's not more than 3 kills. Monacy's left, surely to save, and PARIVISION immediately go hunting. They hear him, they come for him, they know he's not winning this round. You ain't hitting that flick. Zwei makes sure of it.
Smash
No
bars,
orb save.
shoulder.
Third round locked in.
That's pure confidence. The streak happens, and this time they run through every weapon. So, again, Falcons would have loved to save that. They don't. And this is where PARIVISION gets super scary.
Yeah, and again, with no save of the orb, right? This was a buy round, but this was 2K into a 2,400 loss bonus. They've barely got a buy.
Did they invest fully? Because we had a USP, right?
No, last round they saved 4 and, I mean,
Right.
kept 2K, so this is the best you've got. No
Okay,
kit,
no
again,
kit.
no orb for Monacy. I don't get PARIVISION I keep seeing the smoke missed. You'd think at a certain point, it's not a miss. They threw it every round the other day.
Yeah. Who's getting fired?
Kiyasuke, if this keeps up.
Full mid control and a press to get. I mean, it feels like they just want to create a situation where Zella feels comfortable, like lurking out. They can go anywhere they want. This is the kind of round where Nico would love to have a cache utility to go off of. Again, so good at timing these HEs normally, but it's still a blind gamble.
Try it again. Back in the goose, Nucleon's not on that B site.
Oh.
Falcons seem really resistant to believe that PARIVISION will keep going B. Maybe they're right. That bomb is still floating, and back to tunnels goes Sway. So Falcons, once again, with a gamble.
Yeah, it's a Falcons gamble, and you know what? PARIVISION are also starved a little bit for info. They've been trying to see who's going to cross back from mid, but it's never been disrespected. No smoke, no flash. Monacy boosted up, man, but Kixan, I mean, Monacy has to do a lot here.
Down into B. Monacy burning alive. He still found a position to thrive, spanning over the smoke. 8 health the difference. He's got to get a mag in. 15 seconds. That bomb is still in the mid doors, and Monacy. Hello, he's right behind you. There's the kill. 10 on the clock. I don't think there's a way you win this. As James trades out frags, he looks to save. Falcons luckily win it out.
And won't die after time. We were holding our breath for that one. What in the world? After time.
Psycho
Jane of all people.
runs into. I mean, he doesn't play economy like he used to. He's, you know, I think part of the issue for Jane coming into CS2 was the economy changes, MR12.
Yeah.
We saw him try to still play it like CSGO. It didn't work. It wasn't about, you know, whittling down your opponent slow and steady and building your economy, but he's found his form here in this new game.
Your test ass, you're like, he's just, there's no way he's going to peek me.
They're dropping
No
guns.
chance.
You're looking for an AK.
And that's the best time to strike.
Haha. Pants down. Falcons again into the setup. How will it fare?
Works every time.
Destroyer from Nico and Monacy, and there is no trade attempt.
Holding their space perfectly. But because of the 5 deaths, again, it's just like every round is so hard.
And just going for the hit, a quick B hit once more. Forget middle. Through the smoke instead. The flank is out for Tessas. He might find Jane, but it doesn't matter unless Jason holds his own. That might be good enough. Tessa's taking his time to stab Jane in the back. Revenge from last round is bittersweet because still Sway follows up. There is no kit right now in a 2v2. It's costly. It might cost them everything. Monacy clears the wrong corner. Tessas just throwing himself back through this window, but it is death on arrival. PARIVISION continue to impress.
3 frags for Noda here once again. The B play is so perfect, obviously, because unless Monacy's boosted up again in CT, they decided to copy and paste the strat that nearly worked last time, this time in a 4v4. Kixan was alone again. This time, the support was too nervous to walk out of that smoke because they didn't have vision on the other side of it. I think Kixan knew that he had a lot of guys coming at him right there.
It's nice to see the Falcons at least make the move to flank through long and stay active in this round, but it does feel... Okay. Second time he's found him.
Yeah.
It does feel like they are so resistant to the idea that PARIVISION are just going to keep hitting B.
How many times are you going to bet on red? You know, I think that's essentially the equation you've got to make. And then you think, well, should I be gambling? Should I be fighting for info more? And we do have the cat plays from Falcons. Like, they are doubling up there. They've got to pick off twice doing that. The only problem is it's sort of one note.
I do like how when PARIVISION sometimes spot these setups, you would expect, right, there's 2 players there, they just swing and trade. They don't. They always pull back, right? Remember the Spirit game, so many 4v5s that they don't try and trade. Oh my god, Tessas is Deagle.
Just second here. Okay.
Should be fine now. USP on the flank. But talking about the Spirit game, so many 4v5s, especially on Ancient, and they would just slow it down, and Exec can win the round. Like, PARIVISION don't feel like they need to trade every kill. So as soon as they spotted Nico and Monacy, they just drop mid and go back to B.
Yeah, it's atypical. Every time you look at like their positions, you're like, this is brand new. But they just know how to stay coordinated in all these weird spots, and I think that's what makes them stand out. You know, they really do have a signature play style. And it's great to see that with James. It's evolved over the years, and it's still relevant, right? It's still. I mentioned that when they've had different players, they tailor it to those guys as well. When they played with Yakinder, it was like a totally different version of the team. James was still the same guy, but they let him go out far, right? I mean, they let him be untradeable sometimes, and it didn't always look great. But here in CS2, it calls for a bit more aggression. It calls for a bit more speed, especially now that you can break smokes open. And even though it's the same Dust 2, Dust 2 is a map where map control takes 20 seconds. You know, if you want to go for a site exec, you can group up and do that really easily. And PARIVISION are flexing that right now.
Well, Falcons going to find a solution here coming into a gun round with an AWP. It's not been common for Monacy with the way this economy has been going. So important to see it in his hands in round number 10. And he needs to make his presence known. Look at how delayed they are on this mid-cross as well. James just takes the angle on Cats, running down Suicide.
Some people ask, like, what's conditioning? That's conditioning.
Yes, perfect example.
Yeah.
And James knows, so he just doesn't even take the fight.
Yeah.
He's straight up on the short side.
Right.
Goes both ways here.
And that's something that makes like an intangible, like momentum, make more sense. Like clearly you see it in action there. So again, I feel like Falcons this half, it's just been the low nades, low money, sometimes no ops.
And what's so impressive about these B hits is they're barely faking Cats, right?
Yeah.
They're just dropping nades. He's trying to make it seem like he's
no Freiburg drops
here. No.
Yeah.
No short smokes to cross in. They just go for the straight up mid to B, and Falcons again too strong on this site.
It's like the Tessa's nightmare. He's been sitting here long, waiting for the one round that he's going to have to fight. It never comes.
Well, again, we are looking at this B hold, and we are requiring kills out of the Falcons.
It's
Can't
really
execute.
It's really on Nico as the mid B player for him. Oh no way, he hit him? Did he hit him?
Yeah, he did hit him. So unlucky. He heard it immediately. Started spraying it.
But you know that's got to be who's perched up right there.
Nico's realized what this means. The B hit through the smoke, and again, they just trade out efficiently. Double entry, 2 for the price of 1. Nucleon's getting hard countered in this bomb site right now.
You can't even, no kit, you can't go for this. You have too many good guns to save. You have to think about the next round. This is turning into a disaster for Falcons. Yes, it's only a 2-round game, but the nature of which these rounds have been lost, how expensive it's been on the rounds they've won, has just made it so that they never have a full strength buy.
And again, what are the rounds Falcons have won? They converted a pistol.
Yeah.
Then they won a rifle round, but then they lost to Tech-9s on the mid to B.
Right.
And they followed up with 1 round with PARIVISION running out of time.
And one more thing, you know, I mean, again, Nico, amazing at controlling Cat, so good with the HEs. They've been doing a great job of avoiding that by barely taking any Cat presence at all. But then also, Falcons, like you've pointed out so many times, they never want to assume that it's going to be this mid-B. They're kind of closing their eyes to the thought that this will be a full B exec or a mid-B, but it keeps on happening. And it's Nico's job to be the guy who's going to be boosted on top of the smoke and CT spawn, or Monacy that one time, to help make it feel like a 2-1-2, or to get info for the guy who's going to peek window, or make it a 5v4 and ruin the exec.
It's just such great game planning here from PARIVISION, and right now paying off at every single gun round, and you just feel like Falcons are stuck in their ways. Is there going to be an answer? Is there going to be something more towards this B bomb site? Or are they just going to keep letting it happen? Missed chance for James.
Ooh, okay, well, stop what could have been a lower play.
Nico's running up Cat.
Okay, gotta love that, actually.
Finally, a move being made here for the Falcons. But again, PARIVISION, fearless as ever, run into a weak and now empty B bomb site.
Oh, it's not smoked.
The
There's
writing
no
is
molly.
on the wall. Can Falcons read? Belgian knocked Molly down. Nucleons goes through. I like this move. It's the only way you can save this, but he's going to need multiple kills, and Zelo comes back through the smoke to deny it. Replenishing util. B barely held here by PARIVISION.
Oh, the smoke in the back of the tunnel. Nico doesn't see this cross. And it's turning into a retake, but Hugo, no kits again.
Oh, triple flank. You have no purchase in this round. James is the first line. he should be able to get this easy pick off. And this is all presumed Falcons go for this. I don't know why you would. 3 on 4 on the B bomb site. No position, no chance.
Yeah, no chance. Crazy to watch your half just wash away like this. It's another golden call for PARIVISION, who make it look obvious and simple, the way that they're able to take this site. Every time it's as weak as they want it to be. And, I mean, you're asking for Kicksan to get a 2K spray down at minimum every time. Yeah.
And it's crazy, they didn't even know Nico pushed Cat, but they still just run through the B smoke.
Yeah, yeah. But did they know? It's like, how did they know?
Saw something in middle, but
it is possible, actually, seeing that setup. James did see someone come out of the doors. So, yeah, it's possible that they did read that perfectly.
Just one of the most fearless halves of Counter-Strike I've seen all week.
Right, and it's the CT smoke that blocks the vision up. I think that bomb could have potentially got picked off if that flank wasn't smoked.
Disaster striking here for Falcons. The final attempt here. AWP for Modesty again. He has just not been able to really play into these rounds. Modesty on B with the AWP.
Yeah, I guess that's something that could help for sure, but
watch him go
I feel like if you, watch him go away. I mean, that's essentially, that's again what conditioning would be. They're trying not to overinvest, so they're swapping a player over. Op's not making any noise, but you know, Modesty's position is going to work really well if they try to walk out. They do another exec, it's still going to be a nightmare for him.
What if they go Cat? Nico and Nucleon side by side. This was a powerhouse duo against Vitality.
You know, Tessas could have finished War and Peace sitting over here this half.
Pressure out middle. Is this just a feign of a mid?
They are going to go Cat.
Oh,
I mean, what in the world? And we got Nico's nades over here, but are they going to be too slow at this point? He's got
throwing them.
One ready. It's a molly. Are they going to keep it smoked? They want the fights?
Nico wants the fights.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Nucleon's the most important spot here. Nate comes out late.
Nico baiting for the rookie. Nucleons needs to provide at the back of Goose. It's been ticked by the molly. I don't know if they've heard this though. Are they going to clear it? No. What a flick. Zelo, incredible headshot. Nico comes up on the Cat. He needs to deliver another double from another rookie and another round from a PARIVISION who refused to go down without a fight. 8-round T-side teed right up. Tessis on the wrong side. He found his one, and that is all he'll find. PARIVISION storm through Dust 2, a dominant, beautifully clean T-half on this map.
Monesi, welcome to the Blast Interview Bonanza, where we ask spicy questions that get increased.
Killing me, go me as what take me ya. Jenny to Jimmy, Yama, more on what a pica. Amen, metal of Pima, Picky, Lang, I'm showing I'm boo. Go, be me, while I fall in love with you. Yim Chong, Canada, so now champion dream it too. Papillo, now, chip, chitty, palo, pale, cool. Tintaris, Gary Jaro, Ashin, and Mogaby. Mimpa can blow a doma, Lanquist Capiogaby. Nagupium down my money, no apology. Kuga is the case, some Shiba. Let it.
Don't worry about me. Case I'm Shiba Tala, let it be. Go and your string on my jewels, I like a baby. Yeah, we got Yaro, not to you be. She the chick I chat in, Yadi. My day, I don't whip, you can't shout Bobby. Don't worry about me. Case I'm Shiba Tala, let it be.
I'm Shilu. Delay, Mimshilu, Mamni Dake, Shing up yoga, I message street shop, wake up pass it. Kalido Sassam, she made your email calling a Maki, Lulu chicken, maybe a post so that we got Kake, Ninian Yanim Nelly, Miona Mabokwa, Neo Mishans on Tole, Mule Chesham Linova. It's a Tessa Yin, she's a tool and Pitoka, Lamquebo Dom and Gale, Mimang out with Chitora. Gong him your daily lale, Mimshido Sabu Bay, Lona Habi by Topo, not watching a Laulum, Piauto to shine twile, Trotwa to giant May, not what the don't worry, Millis and Piao.
Don't worry about me, case I'm Shiba Tala, let it be. Go and your string on my jewels, I like a baby. Yeah, တွေကများတော့ငါတွေ့ရုပ်ပြီးရင်တစ်ချိန်ကကြားတယ်မျက်ရည်များသည်မတရားတော့ငွေဖြစ်ခံချောက်သွားပြီ Don't worry about me cause I'm she what I like let it be Don't worry about me cause I'm she what I like let it be ကိုယ်တိုင်ပြောရွှင်အောင်ပဲကြိုးစားလိုက်ပါ baby တရားတွေကများတော့ငါတွေ့ရုပ်ပြီးရင်တစ်ချိန်ကကြားတယ်မျက်ရည်များသည်မတရားတော့ငွေဖြစ်ခံချောက်သွားပြီ Don't worry about me cause I'm she what I like let it be
Until my baby don't like it But why you so wanted Let by you let me to my dress song Cheat the cool make a bad line easy Remember call me chato dolo way I come back bali and I like chine Alone that in the other shy zone Me a big target Memoloba You and me Pure singing
How we played yesterday in the previous match, okay? Let's fucking enjoy this, okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's all the
Trying to have
right
some fun.
words, right? Yeah.
Trying to have some fun with it. They've got the cursed monkey ball right now. They're winning the pistols. They just can't win gun rounds. Well, how will this pistol fare? 2 out of 3 in the series so far. Nota really desperate to repeat. They're close. He kills a player. It's Jame and Zelo instead, actually. Jame hiding a car the other time, riding shotgun with this pistol.
They have to finish him off. Like
You
they
can spam this with a Glock.
Yeah.
You can kill him.
Yes.
He's gooshed.
make it happen. I mean, like he's gonna pop up at some point, but they know he's hitting the head.
They can spam him. I'm pretty sure he's dead if they hit that shot through the car, but
They're just terrified.
they maybe don't know he's low. Oh, head after head, they will roll. Kickson joins the fray, and PARIVISION put a pistol in this game.
Does James know like the one pixel that's totally unspammable behind that car or something? Is that possible?
Anything's possible with this guy.
Yeah. Oh, they crushed right here. You know, it's a moment where Falcons are like, let's do this fast. They let the cross smoke come up sometimes. You wait for the flash retake, you far back. PARIVISION know they're not going to do this. They jump in on it.
That's the first long take of the game.
Right.
Round number 13.
Yeah. I guess it would be fitting that PARIVISION make them regret the long take and show them that it's all about B on this map.
Learn from the best. Interesting.
Half a map. Wait till they find out about the other half.
I mean, it's crazy that they've been planting on A in the previous game, because I just remember Budapest, they were just brutalizing the B side like this game over and over. So maybe Falcons game planning letting them down here in this match. A hard game to call from. You also need your stars to perform, and
James on the infamous USP second round. It's a buy-up here for Falcons, but they stopped the plant, so obviously they weren't super worried about it.
how else do you get the infinite money glitch? Looking for that orb. You still need to perform. That pistol's not going to do him any favors. Nice
What a shot, honestly.
Leon's. Maybe he can find some more burning right behind the boss. What? He's not even on him, but it connects a double kill, spamming away and more damage. And these Deagles tear through PARIVISION out of nowhere. Nico performs. For Kickson, considered jumping, dodging, ducking, weaving, diving, dying. And it's Jame 1v2. He's picked up the gun. Marcy's put him down. So, sure, it's a round.
It's a round. That's all they have to think about. They've denied the momentum potentially of the pistol. What a situation. That was Looney Tunes.
What was that?
This was not on him. I'm glad you said that. It didn't look like it was close, but it was obviously this crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay.
And you know, after you do it, like a really emotional speech to kick off a pistol and then you lose, that'll feel a lot better. that'll bring it back.
Tension broken here for the Falcons. Still plenty of reason to believe in a 4-round game. Now on the T side, Kixon getting to actually cool and put his players in the right places, because PARIVISION did a great job of avoiding Falcons in that previous half, or at least the majority of them.
So I guess what's interesting here is that, like, because James only had a USP, there is money for him to purchase. Like, we'll see what they buy.
How about the AWP?
How about the AWP right now?
He's got it.
Oh, man. And he knows how to save it. It's not going to be a lie. It's not going to be... Oh. Yeah. They won't have to... it won't be risky. It's somehow going to have, like, it's going to be a very high efficacy round here from James. He's going to find 3 chances to shoot. He's going to get 1 kill. He's going to take it into the next round. They're not winning, though, Hugo. This is not...
No, okay, slow down.
Yeah.
Question is, do they force behind it? You would presume so. How much faith do PARIVISION have in a hero AWP buy?
Surely it's got to be some kind of... Well, of course it's this kind of... Who else does that?
Only James. Okay, he's going. Set higher. Look, that's high risk right there. That's taking the round into your hands.
They heard the USP last round. They would have had an idea about the money.
My goodness, James. He is taking all the risks right now. With top mid dead, he sits in the open in the middle.
Complete open.
He could just die.
This is the perfect risk to take from his perspective. That smoke will block his vision.
Where does he go next? This round is all about James.
It's unreal that they're not going back for the... Oh, is it honestly on a scout?
On a scout.
Oh, okay. He thought it was going to be his time to farm.
Mid-smoke faded. James tries again.
Ironically, it's fear that will get you killed in this position.
Doesn't fire.
Doesn't fire. Doesn't let him know he's on the left side, and that's so important because he wants to encourage the mid-B.
Still eco on 3 players. Belgianox bought, but they want to pull them into this B bomb site. James hearing some ruckus on catwalk. He can rotate out. You can have some faith that this setup will do something if it's just a straight-up tunnels hit, but on a mid to B, you might have some problems. James is still here, floating in the middle.
They've got Kixan smoke here. 30 seconds.
Flash, James does fire, orb revealed, calling for the boost surely over this box as they
Molly's bad.
Towards the mid to B. James needs a kill on the uncrouch, but they jump over his crosshair. Eco on the B side, brutalized as Tesses even takes that orb. Shocking to see James run through that mid smoke. High risk, no reward, no save of that orb.
No, he's had some caffeine today for sure. It's not normal for him. That was the Molly missing inside the CT smoke and then James going for that boost. If it was just assembled more fluidly, that would have been an easy kill. And with 3 players in the site, Falcons are like, oh man, we almost ran into a really nasty stack. But they avoided. Yeah. They got him flashed off and they followed 3. I mean, it's Counter-Strike. Sometimes you're going to win rounds like this, but you are still going to take confidence out of it, I think. Even though you have the firepower is a huge part of the game.
I mean, that was a couple of shots away from going very wrong, with the clock being that low.
Yeah.
So Falcons building back into this game, looking to make something of this final after all. A final they started as favorites.
And already something abnormal here for PARIVISION. Look how small their map is. 100% believe it's going to be the delayed long take, which is the classic Dust 2 strat. But if they call everybody over and they have this much utility, it's going to be very tough for Falcons.
This is also another classic PARIVISION buy, right? They saved players on 16, 1700 last round. You would never see that from any other team, and now they've got FAMASes and M4s with no utility. They are looking for straight-up gunfights. Tesses has crept into the site. PARIVISION are going to find out the hard way. Couple of rifles looking to entry up this round, and opening kills decide the outcome. That might just be the save.
Yeah, that Molly bifurcates them. They can go ahead and just take these guns into the next round. Disaster averted. That's the timing of which I feel for Falcons that, did the most. I think PARIVISION were right that it was going to be the A play, but when Falcons decided to go quickly, I think PARIVISION thought we have time to leave and come back, and that wasn't the case. So now that this is a 2-round game, they avoid sort of 2 disasters. They get out of 1 with firepower. It does feel like Falcons are sort of starting to open up.
Yes.
As we asked for.
Definitely back in this match. more safe for Falcons, knowing that no matter what happens here, we're going to need a lot of rounds.
What's your favorite sport, Hugo? Soccer or football?
Chess.
That's an e-sport, actually.
Probably GeoGuessr then.
GeoGuessr, okay, yeah, that's a real sport right there. Well, this is a series that takes us around the world, except we get 3 sandy maps in the series. Could potentially end on Anubis if it goes 5.
Oh, you're calling 5 maps already?
I mean, that's what we thought coming into the day. Sure, okay, our expectations are definitely subverted, but a lot of it really comes down to Dust 2, because the big stat is that in history, only 2 teams have come back in a Tier 1 final from a 2-0 loss, and that's Donk. I shouldn't say Donk because, my gosh, if you watch that game, that was actually
against Jame.
Against Jame, that's right. And then the other one was just that Thunder pick with Furia versus Na'Vi.
Yes.
And when that happened, the stat was, it's only happened once before in history. So we'll see if it becomes a trend, but you would never bet on it. In this situation, PARIVISION picked up Dust 2. You better believe that they're 99% likely to close. So Falcons, we'll see if it gets 5 maps. A lot rests here on Dust 2 for me.
Contact up Cat, this is very decisive, and as PARIVISION is still in figuring out their setup, swapping nades, they might just get caught off by an instant peek at 130. It's a nice try. Tessus does connect his kill. Completely caught off guard. Great call from Kixon. Puts a couple of frags downrange here for Falcons. 5v3. And a very difficult round to recover here for the Vision.
Full middle of the map control. You have the, you have the card to be like, let's just delay for time now. Let the CTs make another mistake. They have to float. They have to stack. And this is no way to hold the A site, not versus a split.
Long control comes in.
I mean, yeah, if it's long control in this situation, they're hoping it's 5 cat, right? I mean, neither Jame nor Zway's position is really solid versus a long hit.
That mid smoke is a middle finger, denying more information, but it does allow room to cross. Belchanok putting himself in the right site, but it's going to come down to winning the right fight. Sway lining them up.
No way.
This is not meant to happen, and it still might not. Belchanok overwhelmed, and Sway headshot. Kixon's triple gets them over the line. A saving grace from the captain of Falcons to stop another disaster.
A big shout out to Kixan for some of his mechanics that he's shown at this event so far. And again, within rounds sometimes, you see the aim. He can pop off, and he delivers. Funnily enough, you think of Falcons and you think they're really top-heavy, but honestly, sometimes their most reliable player is Tessus. Sometimes the player that pops off a lot is Kixan. And I think that's definitely what makes them really, really threatening.
Warps aplenty here.
But, I mean, Kixan doesn't even want to look at a scoreboard where he's at the top of the team like this.
It's an indictment of everyone else. Wow.
Oh, man.
Also just shows the money, right? Obviously, it's been some dominant.
Yeah, that's a
halves.
big. Yeah, that's important that you had that nuance, because the first half was sort of a, well, it was great from PARIVISION's perspective, but a disaster for Falcons buys.
Yeah, not only the buys, but also just the wrong side of the map, right? So it's going to be hard to compare. We'll see how that shapes up maybe later in this series. Modessy's got his, but does Belchanok have all the rest? Alone at the B bomb site. Shades of Kixon right now.
Yeah, he's set to die here. I mean, we'll see if he can put up a better hold.
What's this?
I don't know. Okay.
Goes in deep. Oh, quick switch. That's a problem. Belchanok blind and blind again. You're not surviving this one, my friend. Tessus finds the entry. PARIVISION should say.
Very good so far here from Falcons. It's a bit of their own medicine, essentially, with the timing on this B exact. And that's the thing about PARIVISION. So I was talking about this before, but obviously economy focused, even though Jame takes more risks these days, but they blind gamble tons. And I think that they abandoned the idea that they're going to win every round. So they're fine with doing rounds like this, especially when they're in the lead, because they get a full try the next one. If you run into the stack, you have a high likelihood of saving even more players, even if you win. If you lose and they avoid you, you keep that op coming forward. And that's the real strength of PARIVISION. It's almost as if they're not afraid to lose.
now.
Yeah, but it certainly does feel like, though, with the amount of control Falcons are getting away with, they can make PARIVISION really regret playing the perimeter, not peeking into mid, not taking over control of the map early. Especially if they can conjure up more situations like this.
Yeah, do you feel like there's a lineup there for Belchinok? Not sure what primed him to switch weapon, but they do not respect the smoke as PARIVISION didn't in their T side. And now the mind games do begin, right, of this B bomb site. Both teams looking to just straight up pop through the smoke. Belchinok makes it across, boost for James to watch lower.
You do want to see lots of pick plays on Dust, too. There's just no excuse to play super passive on a map like this. It's just, you know, it feels tiny from a rotations perspective, and there's lots of options for your opper.
Well, also, when you get boxed in, right, you're sitting car, you're sitting B, you're only going to get 1-2 shots, so you've got to maximize before that point. James, mistiming, Nota's covering at least, but smoke and the molly comes down, and that will stop Falcons.
Oh, they'll be angry about that. It looked like they could get a totem pole kill right there.
Yeah.
And this does take the edge off. Now, if you go for some sort of lean, it's not going to feel as like you're taking a risk. They have not wanted to fight into middle or do any types of crosses.
PARIVISION leaving B empty, poking middle. Sway gets back to the site in time. Almost no grenades to assist him here. It's going to come down to the fight, and will be this A split. Nico late on long. Needs to find James.
For the Spirit A setup here, James going to be called back.
Nico's timing is everything. Sway looking to perform as James has that cross. Sway feels no burden, no pressure to peek or push. He's going to wait, bide his time. 30 seconds. The bomb has made it in, but this isn't really living here for Falcons. Nico's too late to the party. His entire team have been cut down, and Nico looking for kills on the way out. James denying. 10 rounds to PARIVISION first. They break the streak of Falcons. 5 straight on the T side. Finally flushed out with 5 alive.
Yeah, he didn't know it, but I mean, Nico is pretty much the finisher of that round. If he pushes out long on time, there's a timing to kill James fighting, but he didn't even have long house by the time James got his first kill, so he was very slow to that. Also, they're playing from a 4v5, so it's basically 3 players on attack, and Nico's there to like ensure the win, you know, but he's not really there to help it along. And
he's relying on some success.
Yeah. So I think that's a recipe for success here for PARIVISION. They find the pick play early, and then they can go back to what they were doing in all of the previous rounds.
What a third AWP here for the PARIVISION side. Zelo comes in with the AWP.
This is a great cover from Noda.
Yeah.
Gotta give him credit for that.
Falcons headstrong towards this B bomb site. This
Oh, that's a big
hit.
play.
Just explode through that molly as it fades. Another entry comes in. Nucleons. It's been a bit quieter this game, but that kill decides the round.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's not. You see so many times an opera will start and be like that and wait to punish the jump up, but almost never there's an opera on the other side. So, or just a player in general.
Yeah.
It's also a great clear from Nucleons. Yeah, you could risk the 2-player spray down if you leave that unchecked or you get too excited.
Well, PARIVISION showed Falcons the light, and it is this B hit. Right now they're benefiting from it just as much as they look to pull back from an 8-4 down game.
Again, the thing that persists is that PARIVISION, they keep an economy going. Like, even though they lose some rounds, like, it's just never, they're never in a position to have to double save. They're always the threat and the follow-up. So this becomes 10-10, but Falcons still have some work to do.
Yeah, like we said, this was always going to go all the way, even on this comeback for Falcons. James paid by the round. He looks to long it out into at least 24. Huge kill from Odyssey.
Yeah. Sliver. He tried to beat. Yeah, Zell did have an op on that line.
Whew. Vertical flick. Yeah, that adds up. James doing the maths on this long side.
Who would fall for it 2 rounds in a row, says Monacy.
risk the orb. They risk it in mid instead.
They have found the gap, actually.
Walking all the
Tessa's
way.
coming in a little slower to mid.
This position's so strong for
Yeah.
Mono, though.
I want to say guaranteed. Oh, and it's definitely not.
Crazy.
Did he see both, though? Did he see both?
I don't think so. I don't know.
And Zella's playing it like he didn't. And maybe he's just making sure that the chase down doesn't occur.
They're just walking into B right
Well, they have the site, actually.
He's got nothing to lose. If Monacy gets on this line in the middle, he can cut down the rotate. Info gathered.
And he
now
knows.
PARIVISION know they need to tuck tail and rotate quickly.
There's a huge amount of grenades coming this way. Monacy has the only set on Falcons.
That smoke in the door, he doesn't want it. He'd rather the fight, but you need that team to cross in and take space. Can't be stuck, constricted to tunnels. Falcons set up as PARIVISION do the same. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath on this retake.
They actually have a lot of time for this. Again, Monacy's got the only nade. It's a flash.
Throwing everything they've got, dumping it. But time will not be wasted. PARIVISION about to explode with 5 players through this smoke. Going here, there, and everywhere. Sway trades out. Tessa's buying time, and Monacy low health. He gets found as well. No way Tessa could win this as Jane finds a combat orb shot. PARIVISION pick up that 5v4.
What a retake, man. They'll look for every excuse not to go for a situation like that when they lost the sight, and Falcons were crossing their toes hoping that this would be another one of those, but it wasn't. They used all their nades so well. They pushed out of their smoke so well, and they put immense pressure there on Falcons.
It's a really hard round for Falcons to win, even though they've got the bomb down.
Yeah.
You have to toe the line between peeking and fighting, and one wrong step as PARIVISION fly through smoke, and suddenly you're in a 2-on-4.
Yeah, they needed someone to go unspotted or get that 2K in window from underneath, but didn't happen. PARIVISION back in the lead.
All right, no corner smoke, but Nico blinded. Can't find that kill with the orb. Can hand it right back. Round lead for PARIVISION. It is their map pick.
And again, such a healthy victory. Not close, really. But just,
Yeah, you got to smoke it out, but can you escape? That smoke is just boxed him into the corner. Nico offers huge assistance, and Zelo's position revealed, but it's all a bait for Nota.
No
able
way.
to spray away blind. Zelo assists. 4-on-3. Falcons try to jump the gun, and you can barely blame them. They've had so much success hitting this B bomb site, but finally it is stacked.
I think that flash was like a frame too late. I mean, I saw a flash assist in the kill feed, but Zelo got vision just in time. Perfect to the dome.
James here this late. Ooh, missed shot. Not going to get many more of those.
They want to run this down, man. Oh, there was a small chance there.
Good block to stop Falcons attacking elsewhere. They have a smoke, a flash, and a Molotov. They have to put their pieces together.
The mid to late round situations, PARIVISION consistently lean A. But Falcons, just like they did, have been ending B.
Jane breaks the smoke. It's a little bit early. No one's crossed in yet. It almost feels like a fake. It's almost too good to be
Oh,
true.
they have the cat push. Oh my gosh.
Flank confirms it. They know where it's going. Nota just drops in and sprays him down. Shame even found a smoke kill. Monacy, it's about saving. It's not about succeeding. How can he win this? 15 seconds as he attempts to run towards B. But top mid, doors, CT, they are everywhere. And Monacy has nowhere to go but home at 12-10.
Wow, that's map point. Wow.
And after this streak from Falcons, finding 5 in a row, after losing the pistol, winning the force buy, abusing this B bomb site, it felt like they were in this game.
Just
PARIVISION
barely.
just steal it away.
Just barely. It's hard to argue. It's hard to say for sure that they were, too slow on that or just out of timing because they did it off of a whim. They actually saved Kicksand really well. They threw a flash into the tunnels. They got the instant kill from Nico. He was still alive, and then they thought there's one in B. Then they still have an exec, the semblance of one at least. But again, the shooters on PARIVISION, they're just too sharp.
Yeah, just such an important stack, I think, as well. This game hasn't just come down to the gunfights. It's come down to being in the right place at the right time, right? These B hits, some of them have been instant. Some of them have been, after cat fakes. Some of them have just been randomly in the middle of the round when a smoke comes down. A very hard game to read for both in-game leaders.
Yeah, big time.
Kickson's putting in a shift, but you said earlier, Mo, if Kickson's top of the scoreboard, that's not a good thing.
No, it's not going to be happy about that. That's a great tag. It'll be unconfirmed damage, however, for Monacy. I feel like Falcons are just like, what's not obvious right now? And Long's been tried the least, I suppose. Earlier on in the half, we saw it.
Making it look like a mid to be. Monacy in middle, making noise. Nico working on that side. And Game is caught repositioning, going out wide. Falcons pick up the pace. Triple B setup right now. They've got to cross pass this orb. That flash provides some cover, but Monacy has tagged 2 players in this round, making it very difficult for PARIVISION.
Man, he's dropped off in a lower. There's a player flanking the tunnels. This is a situation where we want the bomb to go down early. Oh, but Tessus gets this kill. That should ensure it.
It should be fine, right? Sway's the only one with health, and even though Monacy's going to get flushed out of lower, it's not the end of the world. The bomb goes down, and PARIVISION have a difficult decision to make.
Surely just instant save, right?
I mean, they have the money, but AKs are valuable.
Oh, yeah.
Find that balance. What do you want? Sway is poking. If Sway can find a couple of kills, this round is back on. If not, keep those AKs and play for the last.
Yeah, just the 2 players on no HP are just deciding AKs are the advantage we want.
Yeah, it seems like the right call.
Yeah, the AKs are priceless.
Yes. Can't buy those back. PARIVISION accept their fate. James caught wide on the AWP.
It was that same situation with that too long setup with him and Sway, but I don't know where James was going, actually. I wonder if he was going to take an angle and pit with the op or something, but he was on the right line if he had just stood still. Still, great shot on him, and it's Falcons who need it.
Yeah. They need one more. Overtime hangs in the balance here in the 24th round of Dust 2. PARIVISION may have caught Falcons sleeping on Mirage, a dominant opener. But since hitting this T-side, it's felt like a different squad from Falcons, and we haven't even seen all the stars shine bright yet for Falcons in this series. So there is still more to reach for down the stretch. Only matters if they make it to overtime.
Yeah, no, they are dimly lit dwarf stars for the moment.
I love the cool on B as well. Players start, they look for an opportunity, see if a kill was given their way. Those threatening AKs rally back on the PARIVISION side. James holding for the boost. I feel like every boost he's done has been the wrong one of the 2. And so they do get control down lower for free. This is all posturing for Falcons right now.
Yeah, you can really see PARIVISION guessing, and again, it's been T-side who's been in control of the information for both of these squads.
The mini-map shows PARIVISION's intentions.
This is quite a tense moment. Lots of emphasis on Zwei. He's the one rifler on this site. He's got an HE to use. He's having a good map so far, though.
With this setup, you almost feel like they're destined to drop back into a mid-to-be, right? Nico, though, pulling back from tunnels. The cat play would be the way for the Falcons.
Yeah.
Zwei and James. Major winner and Cologne victor versus all the Falcons to keep this game in their pocket. If not, we open up bonus play. 30 seconds. Zwei still has a smoke. It needs to go in somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, surely not after they run across Cat.
I just use it on the site at this point. 20 seconds as Falcons announce their hit. Zwei knows it's coming. Double molly makes the intention clear. James holding for a lurk that will not appear as Zwei lets him get closer and closer. Kickson dropped off. Zwei missed the timing, turns back and hits the headshot. Can he deck Falcons in this site? No. Bomb planted. Nico back on Cat. Falcons have position and are postured in this post plant.
That's going to be James to try to escort them forward.
Monacy looking to clip wings over the top of the shot. Belchenok holds on. Tesses calling for support. Nico not there in time. They make it up the ramp. James is providing cover, and it will be needed. Onto Nico. 1v3.
It has to
hold on to this game. PARIVISION on the precipice again of another map. They took Mirage, and will they take Dust? Not just yet. Nico gone, and that's the defuse. 13-11. PARIVISION obliterate in that final round. A difficult retake and a difficult grand final here for the Falcons.
Yeah, they've run through them so nicely. You see Destan smiling from ear to ear with his Colgate smile. This team, they don't celebrate until the job is finished, but you can definitely see they can finally see that finish line. That was such an excellent performance, and when it became the most clutch round of the game, Zwei proved that a scoreline wasn't just, middle of the game kills. He closed out very strong.
Yeah, a team of rookies led by a major winner, and not just a conversation in Budapest, but a statement here in Malta. 2-0 up in this grand final as PARIVISION look to steal it all away.
Falcons are on the back foot right now. Eamon, first couple of maps, you're starting off so bad in the first halves of these games, trying to battle.